The time has finally come to fit the wing to the Audi. It has arrived. The battery powered grinder is finally here. So now, let's get with cutting that bolt off. Get in, finally. Now that bolt is finally off, it's time to get that new wing on. After finally getting that bolt off, it was time to line the new wing up to the car. Now, I realised that the new wing had like a nut underneath, which was like kind of blocking it from going in one of the holes it needed to go on in the bumper. So I ended up taking it back off the car, laying it down and getting my angle grinder back out. Now, I should have been wearing eye protection and gloves for this, but the sparks were going in the opposite direction, so we were all good. But it's not all plain sailing, because as you're gonna see, I actually burned myself. Bloody hot that. Yep. All done. Beautiful. So now I've chopped that bolt off the new wing. I'm just lining the wing back up to the car, getting it in position, ready for me to screw the top bolts in, the side bolts, get it all nice and lined up. So the body panels are in line as well. Takes a few adjusting, but we get there in the end. So now I've pretty much got all the holes lined up, except that one nearly there. And there's them two there. This one here, and then I can start basically doing the reverse of what I did last time, building it back up again. So let's go on with it. I didn't actually realise how bent this bracket was here, because there's actually two holes there that should line up with the holes on the wing. So it's actually pushed that bracket back quite a far bit, but I'm just going to try and hammer it, get these holes in line, and fingers crossed we can get this wing lined up. We can see here, this one needs to screw in. I think I'm going to have to take the bumper off a little bit just so I can get this one back in. And we've got one there, them ones are in, and the top ones are loosely in as well. But we do have quite a few blue nuts left, so I need to find out where those go. So to be able to get that front bolt in the wing, I'm just having to take off the front bumper again. So there's this metal panel that is on top of the bumper. I'm just undoing the nuts for that now, just removing it, and then I can actually free the bumper away from the bracket of the wing. So I've managed to get one of the bolts lined up, the other one is not lined up, and neither is that one. But it's not a huge issue at the moment, it's only two bolts that hold the wing. The rest, if I can get the rest in, then I can worry about bending this bracket another day. We've got one in there, we've got one in there, one in there, and then just lining these ones up. then we'll get it fitted. So before I tighten everything up, I'm going to check if the passenger door opens since I've got that wing on. So I'm just going to grab the keys, open passenger door, because as you can see, the seal there, I'm just hoping it doesn't catch on the wing, but we're going to find out now. I think we've definitely got some adjustments to make. That's as far as the door will open, and as I'm opening it, oh god, not good. So we need to make sure that wing is in front of that seal there. Time for some adjustments. So yeah, just going to make some adjustments now. So I need to get this wing in front of that seal. So let me just undo those top bolts. And there we have it, lovely in line. If I open the door now, it doesn't catch at all. So it's tighten up those bolts, and then finally the wing will be on. I'm just going to put these screws in loosely to start with, get it in line. Hopefully it's not going to go back to where it was before I adjusted it. Let's just try the door one more time. Ooh. It's catching a little bit. It's not too bad. We can work with that, we can move it around a bit. Oh, not good. So after many attempts of adjusting the bolts, adjusting the wing, just so when the door opens that it doesn't catch on there, this is my third and final attempt at adjusting the wing. So I'm just literally undoing the bolts, moving it around, kind of like manipulating it and bending it, just so I could get that door to open. And as you can see here, I'm just testing the door. It's nice and free now, it's not catching in the wing. And yeah, tighten up those bolts and then we are good to go. The wing is finally on. After a few adjustments, well, more than a few to be honest, undoing the bolts, tightening them up again, moving the wing around, I've finally got it so it's cleared the door hinge. So when the door opens, it doesn't catch anymore. No noise at all. Lovely jubbly. So that is the wing pretty much on now. I've just got to fasten this sill onto it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this hole a little bit bigger so I can get the holes lined up, which is just on that other side there. At the moment they're not lining up, so I'm going to drill that. But yeah, if you got any suggestions of what colour we should wrap this car, please put them in the comments below, and I might take some of your ideas on board. Now what's left just to secure the bumper to the wing are these two nuts there. These are an absolute nightmare on the other side, but I think I'll get these on pretty easy this time. So just like we had on the other side, there's like 2 front nuts that come through the bumper into the wing. I'm just putting the nuts on this side like I did on the driver's side, tighten them up, and then I can go back to the top, put that metal bracket back on the bumper, tighten all that down, and then the bumper's back on, the wing's on, and we're finally getting somewhere with this car. Now that screw's on, let's just double check the door doesn't catch the wing again. Beautiful! While I get this washer bottle fitted, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's viewed, liked, commented on the videos. I mean, the second video has done nearly 1,000 views, which I'm so shocked at, and I'm so pleased that everyone's enjoying the videos. So if you haven't, please subscribe, press that bell icon so you don't miss any more uploads. Keep liking, keep sharing, and yeah, the love is much appreciated. Thank you. So now that that wing's on, the washer bottle's back in its place, I can now turn my attention to the issue we found in the last video with the oil on the coil packs. Now, thanks to you in the comments, it looks like it's a rocker cover gasket. I've ordered one, it's here, so now it's time to fit that. So actually looking at the engine, I can see there is oil around where that gasket would be, which is here. It goes all the way around. So that's his next job. We're going to take this rocker cover off, replace that gasket, and then it's time for some more modifications. So as you can see, I've left the inner arch lining off because I am going to be fitting coilovers to this car. New brakes, full service, and then even more modifications, but they're coming in future videos. Don't want to tell you them now, keep that secret. And yeah, let's go on with that rocker cover gasket. I'm going to start by taking off this charger pipe. I think it's called a charge pipe. Anyway, yeah, take the brackets off this, take the Jubilee clips off, just so I can access all the bolts to the rocker cover then. So I'm just going to undo this Jubilee clip here, which is the pipe that goes down to the turbo. Once I've taken that off, I'm going to undo that one, get this out of the way, and then it should reveal the bolts that are behind here to take this rocker cover off. Just going to undo these Jubilee clips now. There's one on either side, so there's one that goes down to the turbo, and then there's one that picks up from the oil cooler, which I'm just doing now. Once these are off, I should be able to like wiggle the charge pipe out, and then yeah, get to those bolts behind the engine so I can take that rocker cover off. Oh, there we go. There is oil in there. which is fine because they go to the oil coolers on each side. So yeah, I'm not concerned that there's oil in there, unless someone in the comments can let me know whether or not oil should be in there or not, but I'm pretty sure they are because that pipe goes down to the oil cooler, which is just like behind the bumper, which we saw in the other video. But let me know if I'm wrong. I don't 100% know, but yeah, let me know. That's it off. So that is the charge pipe off. I am going to be fitting an upgraded one after we've got the rest of these bolts out, rocker cover off, and then the new gasket fitted. I've bought an upgraded charge pipe. I think it's called a charge pipe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It's going to look a lot better, nice and clean, and hopefully perform better as well, but we'll see about that. So now that charge pipe is out of the way, I can then get to the back bolts and start undoing the other ones as well. So the ones on the front, the ones in the middle, and then start removing some of the pipes on the right hand side. So from that last video, there was like this little plastic box which I think goes to some vacuum seals, and when I pulled it off I did hear some of the air like escape from it. So yeah, it's definitely something to do with the vacuum. Not 100% sure what it does, but it's obviously doing some sort of job. So yeah, carry on removing the bolts, and then I can actually see what else is left to remove to be able to get that rocker cover off. So now I've taken the coil pack electrical connectors out of the way. There's these little Torx bits here. It looks like I might have to take all 4 of them out so I can get to the other 3, you know, bolts like this on the other side. Because looking at the new gasket, I can see like the middle 3, and then there's 3 on either side. So there's 3 on that back end. Oh, we'll get there though, we'll get there. So take these off now, and hopefully I can finally get the rocker cover off. I can actually see one there, but then the other ones must be hiding down there somewhere, which I can't actually see. So yes, we'll get it though, we will get it. After finally finding the like screws that was holding this bracket on, managed to get these off so I could actually get to that last Torx bit to be able to take that heat shield off. There we go. That bracket's now off. Now that bracket's off, I can actually get to this final Torx bit here, and then we can get this off. And it'll reveal one bolt there, one on the other side and one in the middle, and hopefully the head will come off then. Not the head, the rocker cover. So just taking that final bolt out, now this can be finally removed. It should now reveal one there, one there, and then one right this side down there. So take those 3 nuts off, take the coil packs out, take the spark plugs out, and then the rocker cover should lift off and we can replace that valve gasket. Happy days. These bolts in all 4 corners are held on by a 10mm nut, so I'm just getting my ratchet now, taking these off one by one, and then I should be able to just wiggle that rocker cover off once I take the coil packs out. Third one. Happy days, happy days, happy days. So now that all these bolts or nuts are off, 3 on that side, 3 on that side, and then there was 3 in the middle. Take these coil packs out, take the spark plugs out, and then finally we can change that gasket. This is actually not being as hard as I thought it would have been. I mean, I ain't got it off yet. It might take like a bit of wiggling to get off, but we'll see. But it'll be interesting to see what it actually looks like once it's off. So I'm just going to take these coil packs out now. Whoa. As we know, that one's already got oil on it. I ain't taken any of these other ones out yet, so it'll be interesting to see what they look like. Yep, that one's got oil on as well. Oh, that one's got a lot of oil on it. Damn. And then final one. Oh. Well, that one's clean. That one has no oil on it at all. So let me know in the comments if it's just the rocker cover gasket, would it just do it on some of the coil packs or would it do it on all of them? I'm a bit concerned that the third one has a lot more oil on than the other two. Like these have got a little bit on there. This one is drenched in it. Look at the end of it. And then number 4, completely clean, no oil at all. So yeah, let me know and we'll go from there. So I've just tried to take the spark plugs out, and I think I'm going to need some sort of like special socket, or I don't know, like a deeper socket, because mine is just like hitting the top of the spark plug. I've tried 14mm, 15, 16, I'm pretty sure the 14mm, I might be wrong. But yeah, I can't take them out, which is going to set me back a little bit. I'm going to have to go to the shop, try find a socket that will fit spark plugs, and come back and finally take them out, take the head off, not the head, keep saying the head, rocker cover. So yeah, I'll go to the shop now and I'll see you in a bit. And we're back. So just been to Eurocar Parts in Halifax, got the bits I needed. So I got like it's like a pack of 3 different sockets. I was wrong, it wasn't 40mm, it's 16mm, that the size of the spark plugs. So I got them, but I also got some spark plugs as well, some MGK Platinum spark plugs. I did have some already, but I weren't sure they were the right ones for this car, so I made sure I got the right ones. So let's get these spark plugs out, get the new ones in, new coil packs in. Oh, actually, no, we need to get the rocker cover off first. Yes, jumping ahead of myself there. So yeah, let's do that now. Bloody hell, they're tight. Oh, there we go. Hopefully, if I stick my screwdriver down. No. Oh. Don't say I've gone all that way and not being able to still get them out because I don't have a magnet. I'm trying to slide them up the side. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. So after realising that I can't actually get the spark plugs out using the socket, I actually get the tool that came with the sockets from Eurocar Parts to try and get them out, but yeah, still no luck. I'm going to have to get a magnet. So I'll go ahead and take out the rest of the spark plugs, well, not take them out, but undo them so they're ready to take out once I get that magnet. But yeah, massive rookie mistake by me. But I tried using my screwdriver to see if like the magnet on the screwdriver would take them out, but the spark plug was just too heavy. Now that's all the spark plugs undone. But I don't have a magnet to take them out, which is another rookie mistake by me. What I'm going to try to do is prise the rocker cover off, and then hopefully the spark plugs will come with it. We'll give it a go anyway, see what happens. Ooh. It's loose. So I needed to take this pipe off here to get the head off, but as doing so, what I've done is, it's obviously very, like, it's perish because of the edge of it. It's completely ripped. So that's another part I'm going to have to order, which is part of this pipe here, whatever this is. So if someone in the comments can tell me what this is, I can order another part. Yeah, it's literally just this like part here, so this part, and this part, and then this part actually pops off this here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to order that part now, seeing as it's got a nice big hole in it. Let's finally get that rocker cover off. So as I'm trying to get the rocker cover off, it's getting stuck on like the like a bracket at the back. I'm just going to show you now. So you see this bracket here, the rocker cover is just catching down there, and you just see, I don't know if you can see in there, but it's catching. I don't know what I'm going to do about that because I can't take this off. The only way I can do it is if I try and bend it back somehow. But we'll see if we can do it, we'll see. Oh, we're off. We're off. Let's slide it out now. We get past the timing chain. There we go. There we go. So now the rocker cover is off. You can see there's the gasket around the edge. It's really thin, and then you've got your gasket in the middle there as well, which are for the coil packs. Now I think that chain is actually to pump the oil around. I might be wrong, but yeah, this engine has a cam belt, not a timing chain. You can see the crankshaft there. Sorry, not crankshaft, camshaft, and then the valves underneath. But yeah, we'll take these gaskets off, give it a clean, give this rocker cover a clean. I'm not going to be able to clean it the best because I don't have like a jet wash, but I've got some brake cleaner which I can give it a good clean and do clean it the best I can basically. So yeah, let's get to it. Using the equipment that I've got to the best I can. Obviously I'm on my knees here. I'm using a drainer that's normally used to drain oil out of a car, but yeah, I'm using the brake cleaner, giving it a good wipe. I actually start using my drill, but I start scoring the bottom of the rocker cover, which is probably not a good idea, so give that up as a bad job. Carry on using the brake cleaner and just some blue roll and cleaning it the best I can. So now that rocker cover's clean, it's back to the engine bay to give that a good clean as well. So I'm just taking off the camshaft covers here, using the brake cleaner again and the blue roll, giving it a good clean and trying getting off all that residue of the old gasket. As you can see, I'm taking off the old gasket now and it does actually split into some pieces, so it was definitely time to change it. So now you can see we've got the old one off, which is broken into two parts, so it's definitely on its way out. Well, it's already on its way out on it, that's why it's leaking oil. It's broken there as well. And then we've got this new one there. So the new one literally just needs like flipping that way, and then we can get it on. So I'm just going to finish cleaning up, get those spark plugs out, get some like gasket sealer around the top of the head on the bottom of the rocker cover, get the new gasket in place, bolt it all back together, and then we may be able to do a first start. Oh, actually no, because I've broken that pipe, I'm gonna have to wait till I get one of those pipes ordered. I think it's like a vacuum pipe, and then we can get it started. Now that the bottom of the rocker cover is all nice and clean and the rocker cover itself, it's time to start putting the new sealant on. So this is like a high temperature red sealant. I'm going to put this all the way around where the rocker cover meets the head of the engine. So I'm going to do this on the engine bay and on the bottom of the rocker cover as well. Rocker cover is now all sealed up. We'll get this back on, get the bolts down, and I can't wait to get this started, but I'm going to have to wait for a magnet to arrive so I can get those bloody spark plugs out. Such a good feeling knowing this rocker cover is going back on now and that there won't be any oil leaking into those coil packs. So yeah, I'm just putting it back on now, giving it a little wiggle, pushing it down, and those nuts can go back on then, tying it all up, and then it'll be back together. The rocker cover is back on. Oh, just going to make sure it's nice and tight and try and remember which way I took things off so I can put it back on the opposite way. So yeah, let's give it a go. I'm now just going to start putting all those little 10mm nuts back on. So there's 3 at the back, 3 at the front, and 3 in the middle as well. So I'm just going to tighten them up loosely with my ratchet at the moment, and then I will torque them down. There will be some sort of like torque specification, which I'll find out what they need to be. But yeah, it's actually such a good feeling knowing these are going back on, and then I can actually start getting all like the auxiliary bits back on, so like the heat shield, the charge pipe, and all like the vacuum pipes on the right hand side as well. But yeah, it was nice to actually get this down and see that it was sealing properly. And it's done. That is the first time I've ever taken a rocker cover off, and it's done. So I'm going to show you. I'm buzzing with myself. It didn't actually take that long, and it wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. So yeah, check it out. So now that's on, all screwed down, bolted down, all the little bits plugged in and stuff, it's time for the first modification of the engine bay, and I can't wait for you to see this. Courtesy of Gravity Performance, I have the new charge pipe. So let's just get this opened. Look at that. Compared to the old one. Let's grab the old one. Right, look at the difference. Doesn't have that big, whatever that is at the end. Not sure what it is, but yeah, this should be a lot better now. Not 100% sure if this charge pipe is actually going to improve any of the performance, but it looks so much better than that like old, like not rusty, but like it was faded metal, where this one's nice and shiny. So I'm just putting the brackets back on now, and then I can start tightening those down so it's in place, and then I can start putting the Jubilee clips on, which is exactly what I'm doing now. So just making sure that it's all fit nicely, tighten them up, and then I can start putting the other bits on. And there we have it, new charge pipe installed. Look how much better that looks. I'll give it a nice clean once I clean the rest of the engine bay. But yeah, all that's left is when I get my magnet, take those spark plugs out, fit the new ones, fit the new coil packs, connect the battery, and then we'll start it. We've still got so much to do, but I actually feel like we're getting somewhere now. I've replaced the wing, the bumper, and even taken off the rocker cover to replace that gasket. These might seem like simple tasks to a well-trained mechanic, but I have no experience in doing anything like this. So I'm actually really happy with myself, and I hope you guys are too, and I hope you're enjoying the journey. So if you like this video, please subscribe, please like, and I'll catch you next week. I also just want to say a huge thank you to the subscriber who bought me some like trim tools. These are definitely going to come in handy. The subscriber knows who he is, so thank you very much. Oh, let's say hello to the fishes and the dog. I believe the dog is there. But I'll show you like around the house and a bit more of my like day-to-day life in future videos. So yeah, thank you very much.